Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the newest cigar from the Lier and the Surrogate line. This is the Satin Glove. Very nice looking 7 by 47 inch Churchill size. It is made in the My Father factory. It's 7 by 47. It uses a San Andreas Mexican wrapper and Nicaraguan binder and filler. Very much box press, very sharp box press. Matter of fact, there is your density. Now, not a lot else that we need to go over with the cigar. This is the sixth in the series for the Surrogates. So let's get right to it. The new Satin Glove from Lier Imports. The wrapper has a nice little oiliness to it, shine. You can tell though in the light it's a sharp box press. You can see the corners there. So it's a nice. It feels nice in the hand too. For what I'd call for a small cigar, 47, not that big. That's a little bit of a tight draw. Think we can deal with it. What I'll do a lot of times, if this is a tight draw, if you squeeze around the cut, you can usually get a little better draw. Yeah, just something you can do if you don't want to take any more off, and I don't. Got a darker mix of flavors. I am getting a very sweet, what I will call an orange citrus, a very thick candy-like sweetness there with some milk chocolate attached to it, a few coffee notes, and some dry wood notes. The pepper is a black pepper at around 7.5 right now. I'm a little surprised at that. I would expect a little more out of this line, but they've toned it down somewhat there. So those are the initial flavors. Pretty much along the lines of medium bodied right now. Really has a feel of going a little higher, but I want to see what happens. So the Surrogate Satin Glove, well underway. Well, I'm about 1.5 inches in. And the dry wood notes are really, really prominent. They really compete to take over the front position from that, what I designated as an orange citrus with chocolate notes. The wood notes are just really obvious. There's also a little touch of brown sugar mixed in there too, which is odd, I know, but you got chocolate, brown sugar. It is what it is. The finish is sort of a toasted cream. A little bit of lingering pepper, not that much. Still coming across as like medium bodied right now, and I do still expect it to move forward. But the key point here in this segment is the dry wood notes and how much domination they have on the front end. Well, I'm about 3 inches in now. Burn is fairly perfect. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Cigar still medium bodied. I'm getting more cedar flavor now than I am sweet cedar than I am citrus. There's some brown sugar and cocoa that I'm picking up. The wood is still quite prominent. The chocolate you can still say is there. It's in the background, and there's a base of coffee, black coffee. There's a little more lingering pepper on the finish, and it is black pepper. The finish is sort of a combination of cocoa and cream. And that's about it. Cigar is not making major changes. You did have the citrus to cedar and you did have the addition of cocoa. Other than that, we're pretty close to where we were. We've got about 2.5 inches remaining. And the cedar is still lead flavor. The wood has really dropped down some. It's still there, but it's dropped. It's not so overbearing. The chocolate notes are still there. It's more of a milk chocolate. It has a little sweetness, probably from the cedar, but it's what it tastes like. And not really getting the cocoa notes on the front end anymore. Coffee is a base. The finish is about the same with sort of a cream and cocoa combination. A lot more lingering black pepper on the finish. That's really nice. A lot more. It's doubled, if not tripled. It went from a little to a whole lot. Medium bodied, maybe approaching medium to full. Not quite there yet, so that's where we are at about 2.5 inches remaining. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, the pepper really came out a little more on the front end. What you have here at the end are sweet cedar, chocolate, and brown sugar. Don't really have the cocoa notes. The wood notes really kind of went away. They pop in here and there, but they're very, very subtle. And a little coffee base. Like I said, the black pepper was elevated. That was nice. The black pepper remained very elevated on the finish, which probably saved the cigar for me because it just wasn't going anywhere. Finish was unchanged. Cocoa and cream combination. Medium to full bodied. It finally reached that point. Didn't get there very quickly. It got there really in the final quarter. Been a good cigar, but it just didn't have the finesse that I'd hoped it would. I really expected more out of it, and maybe that's didn't have a lot of expectations. Since it was new to me, I wanted to see what it was like, but it did not have the overall pop and finesse that I had really thought it would. I'll be curious to see what my buddy Jordan thinks. He's one of the guys that works at the local cigar shop. He's a big fan of these, so he may disagree with me, but it's been a good cigar. It retained that tight draw throughout. It did loosen up some here at the end, but it wasn't a full, nice flow. And I think that hurt the flavor some. But all in all, for me, I'm rating it a 91. Good cigar, well worth trying if you like the Surrogate line. And feel free to agree or disagree. But for me, that's what it was. So there you have it. The Surrogate Satin Glove. It's a Churchill 7x47, 91.